Hello, hi, Teacher Nick here from New Horizon Digital Academy with another simplest method to simplify your math problems. How do you introduce equations and inequalities to students in a way that is not going to throw them off? So in this video, we're using two-step equations and inequalities, but you can also use some one-step equations, all right? So with this one, the biggest thing here is for the kids to understand the symbols. The first one is the equal sign. What does it mean? And the best way to do this is to give them a visual so that they can see this in action. So here's a manipulative that I use. All right, let's scroll down and find the seesaw. Okay, there it is, the scale. So there it is. Okay, so this is our scale. All right, so I'm just going to put some random numbers. Let's say maybe 5 on either sides. All right. Already you can see what happens. All right, let's add 2 there. If I add 2 on this side, if ngenza one thing on one side, the other side is going to be affected. So to keep it balanced, mele ngenza the same thing and ngenza on the left hand side. All right, we can take this now back to the canvas. All right, so we can now link it with what we have on the screen. So I'm just going to paste it here. Just here we go. All right, let's adjust it a little bit. That's it. Okay, so if you look at what we have here, so the triangle, it represents something, all right? So in this case, it represents the equal sign, all right? And then the left-hand side will be 2x, that's 4, and then the right-hand side actually represent 20. So whatever we do on the left, we must do on the right-hand side. And you can now ask the kids, what would happen if I remove a 2 one side? They'll be able to tell you what's going to happen. So in this case, we want to isolate x. So we're going to start with a constant. We remove 4 on one side and we remove 4 on the other side. So now we're going to be left on the left-hand side with what? With only 2x. All right. And simplifying equations is all about applying the opposite operation. Whatever happened to the variable x, working the opposite. Now with 2x, which is the same as 2 times x, what is the opposite of multiplying by 2? Is divided by 2. But we need to do it on both sides. Why? We want to keep the equation balanced. All right? So this way, Inganize was born. Equation is basically a scale. So now I have x equal to 8. What is this 8? In number, the scale is balanced. It balances the scale. If I put any other number, the scale is not going to be balanced. And by scale, we are actually referring to what? To an equation. All right? So this is one value that makes this scale balanced. All right? So these manipulatives, they really help when the concept all right? And you can play around with it, keep adding values, and this is going to be a visual. Even with exams, this is what happens. So I think add my values on the left hand side and put another 4. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to add another 5 and then add 4 about 2. All right, already they can see what happens when you make one change on one side and ignore the other. So if I remove a 4, so even with subtraction, if I'm subtracting on the left, I need to subtract on the right hand side to ensure that the scale is balanced. All right. Again, kubalulekile ukuthi ingane iphumelele lesini understand ukuthi lo solve for x, lo x lesimufunayo, ilo esithi masimreplace lapha, replace variable enza ukuthi equation ibe true, meaning the left hand side ilingane ne right hand side. The same thing ngike apply with our inequalities. So nakhona we are trying to find values or a value that makes the inequality true. All right. So we can use the same manipulative. All right. So as you can see, already this shows an inequality. So we can take it, and if we're using the left hand side, is it equal to the right hand side? They'll tell you the right hand side is 14 and the left hand side is 9. 9 is less than 14. So what does this triangle represent in this case? It's no longer representing an equal sign, but a less than sign. All right. And this way, ingane yakwazi ukuvisualize ama concepts. So I hope this helps. So follow for more.